Morning. So, in your career strategy, there are 6 main levers that you can pull on which would supercharge your job search. We've covered the first 2 already. So the first is your resume and cover letter, your LinkedIn profile next, and thirdly, today we're going to talk about recruiters. So recruiters are your door openers. They have the opportunities, live or not, or just on spec. They have the opportunities that you could apply for. They have the relationships with organisations that you might want to work for. They have a network. They also provide an opportunity for you to be able to tell your story in person. So your resume should tell your story, but the opportunity to be able to tell that in person is really valuable. And not only can you tell them your story, but they can tell the hiring manager your story. Hi, my name's Zoe Price. I'm the CEO of Resume Pilots and CV Pilots. We're a global career consultancy. So there's 3 warnings that I would like to give you with regard to working with recruiters. The first is they work for the company that they are hiring for, not you. So you aren't going to be their priority unless you happen to be calling in direct relation to a live job that they're looking to fill at the moment. If you're calling them on spec, you won't be their priority. But we know that opportunity rewards speed, and therefore they work on speed. That's great. What they're looking for is a pool of go-to people for particular roles that they know when that comes in, they can just pull out of their little black book people that they can put straight in front of the hiring manager. Now that means for you, you're going to need to focus on building relationships. Warning 2. In my experience going through my corporate journey, what I found is that recruiters are, and I'll use the term mixed bag. Some are really great, some are not as great as others. And so your job is going to be to contact a good number, bit of a numbers game, good number of recruiters, filter out the ones that you think they don't seem to have the right opportunities, they don't seem to have the right network, I am not connecting with them on a personal level, and just focus on the people that you think you can really work with. Number 3, make it easy. Following the mixed bag analogy, make it easy for recruiters to have you top of mind. So be really clear what it is that you're looking for. Be really flexible, because it might be the ideal role, but perhaps a different company you hadn't thought about. Maybe it's an ideal company, but a role that you hadn't thought about. Be clear, be flexible, and have to hand, ready to go, really good documents. So have your resume, have your cover letter, and have your LinkedIn. Make sure you're engaging on LinkedIn. So those are the 3 warnings, but now there's 3 tips. So let's talk about the tips. The first one is when you're working with a recruiter, really demonstrate to them clearly your value proposition. The value proposition transcends job roles, companies, organisations. Your value proposition is what they're really going to latch onto. So make sure that you really can demonstrate to the recruiters your value proposition. The other thing is, tip 2, when you go an interview for a role that they are looking to fill on behalf of the hiring manager, when you go to that business and you go to that hiring manager in an interview, you are essentially representing the recruiter. It's their reputation on the line. So show the recruiter that you are interview ready. Make sure that you've got all your examples, all your metrics, all your stories. Have those ready, prepared, and demonstrate to the recruiter that you have those. Then, tip 3, quid pro quo. If you have a good network and you can introduce recruiters to people who perhaps are hiring, maybe some really great other candidates, if you can make those introductions, it makes their life easy. And the law of reciprocity says, if you do something for me, I'll try and do something for you. So those are my warnings and my tips. My question now to you is, how strong are your recruiter relationships and how are they likely to help you land your next role.